Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
So What'd You Think?
I'm Karen.
And I'm Jaime. And today we are talking about the Netflix special called Your Friend Nate Bargatze.
I do feel like he's my friend. Do you feel like he's your friend?
I kind of do. Yeah, there's something about the way he talks. Yeah, he's very personable. Yeah, absolutely. So, what'd you think?
I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I didn't know that there were like comedy specials on Netflix. Is that like a thing?
Whoa. What? This is your first time knowing that Netflix had comedy specials? They have so many.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
No,
like it's a big deal for a comic to like get a Netflix special. Like,
I would imagine. I mean,
wow.
It seemed I was excited for Nate when I was watching this, but no, I didn't know this was a thing.
That's so weird. Are you not into a lot of comedians?
I don't really follow a lot of comedians.
Yeah.
The comedians, I guess, that I know are more from just like Instagram little things or little reels here and there.
Like real comedians? Okay. Like who?
Well, they're not even real. Well, they're real comedians. Of course, they're real comedians, but it's like a specific genre of teacher comedians.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
There are teacher comedians. And so...
Wait. So they went to school, got a teaching degree, taught in the classroom, and then they stopped to become comedians?
Yes, or there are some that I follow that are still currently teaching and then tour on weekends.
They tour. They actually tour.
Yeah.
And like they do circuits and... What?
I mean, not all. I mean, a handful. And then I follow like a...
What? Okay. Wait, we'll get back to Nate Bargatze. Okay. Wait, I have another question.
Sorry, listeners. We took like a sharp left turn before we even started.
Okay, so these teacher comedians, is the content of their jokes, is that teacher based, like education based?
Some, yes.
Okay. Not all, not most.
The majority. Like there's one teacher comedian that I followed that is no longer teaching, and like his comedy is no longer like he's
about
kind of
teaching.
It's never not so much. But yeah, a couple others I'm thinking of. A lot of it is, and then there's like the board teacher comedy tour that are like teachers or
cool.
like who yes, they deliver lots of teacher content, and their audience is pretty much teachers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a whole little subgenre of comedy.
Oh my gosh. Now, is it clean?
Mostly.
Is it really?
Mostly. I mean,
because they're stuck in that teacher mentality. Don't swear. Don't talk about
like
adult
there might be,
stuff.
some is cleaner than others, and there might be some swearing, but it's mostly pretty wholesome, and it's mostly like inside jokes that like people wouldn't. Other people may not really think is super funny.
Phonics jokes.
Or about, like teacher meetings and like
dealing with principals and how crazy. Yeah. Okay.
Like the world of education in an elementary school or a middle school.
You have to be in it to get the joke.
I mean, I think it's really funny, but I'm not sure just anybody would.
Have you seen any of these people live?
I have.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So there we go. Okay, we got to get back to Nate now. Okay, well, sorry, Nate.
Okay, but my concern was like, I still don't understand how you don't know like about Netflix specials. Like you obviously are in the world of like comedy. Do you? Okay, but you've seen comedian specials. Like you've seen one.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, like probably in cable, like before streaming all that, like Comedy Central.
Like I can't put my finger on like, oh, I saw a special from this person, but I feel like I have.
I'm sure. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, so hello, welcome to Netflix offering. There are so many.
I
and your
have been missing
algorithm is now
out.
going to be messed up.
Okay.
But yeah, there are some really good ones. I might have to find another one.
Okay.
For you to watch.
No, I would be open to that because this was really funny. I enjoyed it very much.
Tell me what did you like about it?
Okay. Well, I mean, I have heard of Nate Bargatze before.
Okay.
And pretty much through Instagram, like he's somehow come across my algorithm and feed. And so I've seen like little clips. In fact, I think you've shared a few with me here and there.
Okay.
And so I was familiar with him. and appreciate his comedy. He's very funny and a very real life, like down to earth,
right?
Like just telling stories about regular
stuff.
And I love that. It's very, and his delivery is really good too.
Yes. He's just like, just not super expressive.
Yeah. Very straight face, very and direct. And I was watching the special. I actually watched it twice. And the second time I was paying a lot of attention to like his delivery, and he wasn't even like smiling or laughing at himself.
Right.
You know how sometimes like you say something funny and it kind of like cracks you.
Yes.
But his delivery is just so
just very flat.
Very flat, which makes it all the funnier.
Very funny. Yeah, because then it really is like you're just hanging out with him. He's just telling you a story.
Yeah, just telling about his week or something.
Yeah, and it's just so funny because I don't know, because it's so real, or just his perspective on life and the world around him is just
very relatable.
Like he's saying the things in ways that I wish I could express out loud. Does that make sense?
Yes, it totally does. It totally does, because they're like the normal stories that happen to us all.
One of the jokes that cracked me up, the cul-de-sac joke.
Oh my gosh, me too.
I grew up in a cul-de-sac.
Me too. Okay, this was actually funny because I was thinking, I'm like, I have to ask you about that because I knew you grew up in a cul-de-sac. As did I. And the cul-de-sac joke cracked me up too.
Because it's so true. If somebody drives down your cul-de-sac, you're like, you don't belong here.
Right. What are you doing here?
And just the way he put it, the way he painted that picture is just so perfect. It's so good.
And he said, like, he lives on a cul-de-sac now, but he grew up on like a
straight street.
Yeah, like a straightforward or a straight through street or something like that. And I'm like, yep, even that is funny.
It's funny. Just his take on things. It's different. It's unique.
It is.
But it's so real. Like, it's just him. Yeah, he's not putting on airs. He's not trying. He's not acting. He's just
telling it like it is.
So good.
I was cracking up at the stories kind of towards the end of the special about the guy who like didn't understand how wake up calls and in a hotel worked, and I like, it was really funny to me. Like, that's something I have never given any thought to, and I have used a wake up call like back many years ago.
Yeah,
but
before you had a phone.
Before I had a phone with an alarm, and I don't know, that too just cracked me up. Yeah,
I love it because he's kind of around our age, so the way he relates, to the younger generation, it's very funny. I highly recommend you watch his other specials.
Okay.
On Netflix, or at least
he has
YouTube.
More specials on Netflix?
I think he has 2 other ones on Netflix.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then I'm just obsessed. I'll get into like these spirals where I just can't stop watching clips of him on YouTube. What really gets me is just how clean he is.
Like, he doesn't need to go like vulgar or crude or like anything to get the laugh. In fact, he's funnier, I think, than a lot of comedians who,
I think in many ways,
are doing that.
Yeah. I mean, it's great if, that's how you get your laughs, by being crass and, shocking people into laughing. That's great. But he doesn't, his approach is totally different.
Yeah. You didn't swear once during that whole special.
Yeah.
And his daughter introduced him at the beginning. I thought that was
sweet.
Cute. That was very sweet.
Very sweet. Yeah. You can tell he loves his family a lot.
He told lots of stories about his wife.
I always wonder, like, if she's like off stage, like I'm sure she's heard these jokes over and over, but
I'm sure she has to. I'm sure she's like cleared like an okay, like surely he ran all of this by her.
I'm sure. Yeah. She was never surprised the first time she heard it, but still, it's gotta feel weird.
Yeah. Cause he is kind of digging at her a little bit,
teasing her a little bit. And then she's kind of like, millions of people are hearing these things about her, and how do you handle that? I don't know.
That like know that she's like cheaper than he is.
Yeah, she's squeezing out all the toothpaste.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, do you remember the part about the ketchup?
Yeah, mixing the old and the new.
Old and the new, and that he like wants and again, he's like probably telling this like with exaggeration to like get the laugh, but he's talking about how he was once at a restaurant and he used so much ketchup that
somebody
like
made a
a stranger like came over and was like, "That's a lot of ketchup." Like you have to really be using a lot of ketchup to like get the attention of somebody else. I don't know, made me laugh. And because I also actually had seen, this is unrelated, but I saw on Instagram. That's like pretty much my social media consumption is on Instagram. And I saw this reel of somebody. Well, she makes fun of like the comment sections and like ridiculous videos.
Okay.
And so she'll like read the comments. She'll like show a little clip from like a ridiculous video, and then she'll like read the comments and like laugh out loud at the comments. It's very funny.
Okay.
But the little video that she was watching was somebody who was like making this ketchup pie, and it was like ketchup mixed with egg and it looked terrible. And I don't know, like the video itself might have been like meant to like ironically, but then all these people were commenting about how, like, "Oh, that looks great if you just had a little bit less of everything." And like, it was just like these funny comments.
That's clever.
So anyway, I just watched that like the day before, and then the whole thing about ketchup. So it just like extra tickled me.
Interesting. It's a ketchup week.
I guess my algorithm must have been like, "Hey, Karen would like all the ketchup things." Anyway, but it was funny. Very, very funny. It was a great pick.
Good. I'm glad.
A nice choice. But you watch a lot of comedians, don't you?
I guess I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I admire the craft so much.
Right.
And I've seen a couple of specials, like behind the scenes specials about, what they go through, what the process is like. I've heard a lot of interviews about the life of a comedian. I mean, it's rough to get started.
I would imagine.
Like you got to deal with a lot of heartache, a lot of negative feedback. Like it seems like a rough business, but I mean, these people, it's just amazing to see, like they know that they can bring joy. Like they have this gift to offer, and they're willing to go, to extremes just to make that happen, to make the world like a little bit brighter with this gift. Like I admire it so much.
That's really true.
Not many of us can say, we do that. Like that's our job.
That's very cool. And like, it has to feel very vulnerable out there on a stage, like like you and a microphone, and that's it.
And that's it. And you're just hoping the words that you're about to say, like, have a small, even the slightest impact on one human being.
I know. And can you imagine like especially when they're getting started and doing open mics here and there, and people aren't even listening, and, or they have a show and nobody's laughing, and like, that's gotta be.
I can imagine what that feels like.
It's gonna be horrible.
But they do it. They push through it. They deal with it.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing.
For their dreams. Yeah, it's very inspiring. So anyway, I'm happy for him. He's very talented. I've seen this particular special several times, and it just makes me smile every time. So, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
Good. Yay.
I very much did.
Highly recommend you watch his other ones too.
Okay, I will. In fact, there's a whole new part of Netflix now open up to me, I guess.
Yeah, watch out. Yeah, they're going to get you. All right, should we take a break?
Perfect. We'll be back in a few.
All right, see you.
All right. Welcome back.
We had a good break.
We did. I'm drinking iced coffee out of this like cool, like iced coffee tumbler.
Yeah.
Is it tumbler? Is that what
I think that's what
the
the
word
are.
is?
Yeah. Yeah. They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think they're legit. I think like a real brand. I don't even know.
Yeah. I was just telling you, I feel badly that you spent money to get these, but they're really, really cool.
Well, you got our hot coffee mugs.
Okay.
Those are pretty cool. So I thought, well, I'll get our iced coffee cups.
Yes. It's
good. It's cool.
Iced coffee tastes pretty good out of them. But I am going to make something. I'm going to use my Cricut. So I have this, I'm all about my Cricut right now. And that is one of my summer goals, is to learn to use my Cricut better.
are going to just be like making all kinds of things.
I think so. Like if anything you want personalized, like you just make me a list. You want something on a t-shirt, I got you.
Ever since I first heard you had one, I kind of was like making small mental lists in the back of my head about things like, yeah, it'd be cool if like she could do this or that. But I think it was, I don't even remember.
Okay. Start to pay attention.
This would be great though. If you could get something on these coffee cups, that'd be awesome.
I totally will. I just made a shirt for my team and I've like made bulletin board letters, but like that's it. But now I know how to like cut with the Cricut and I know how to do like the transfer vinyl onto a shirt thing.
Okay.
So
what are some of like the craziest things you can do with it?
I mean, I don't even know.
Or like, okay, here's the question. Like, besides just like, you know, the vinyl and like paper, what's like some crazy material that you can stick in it?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
The shirts that I just made for my my team, they're like kind of a glittery vinyl. It's like a glittery.
Okay, so it's like thicker?
It is a little thicker. And then I saw that they make like this puff kind of vinyl as well.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Like there's just at the very tip of the iceberg about learning how to use my Cricut.
Summer project.
It is. I know, and I need summer projects. Okay.
Here's what I'm going to suggest. Okay. Going back to our training in Landmark.
Tell me.
And Landmark, if you don't know, Landmark is like this leadership training thing we did years and years ago. Changed my life. Changed your life. They taught us to like schedule stuff. Like it's great to say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this summer. But as like, unless it's like really in real and writing in front of you in your life, it kind of just doesn't exist.
Okay.
So that's what I'm suggesting. Like as you fill up your summer with like ideas and like, oh, I'm going to do this and do that. Just write it, just put it in, like pick a day.
I do. Okay. I actually did start to like my brain was just going crazy there the other day. I was like up early and I was just like picking things up all over my house and I actually like did 2 loads of laundry before I even got to school that morning.
Wait, on a weekday morning?
Yes. Like I was.
What time?
I know I was up super early. I was like up at like 4:30. I just couldn't sleep.
Oh my God.
I had a lot
of laundry. Ugh.
I had a lot on my mind. Just, I don't know. It's just like a busy season. Like nothing's, it wasn't like, well, I just had a lot on my mind. That's all.
Yeah.
And so I was up early and I just was like in productive mode. And I am definitely more productive in the morning than I am at the end of the day. So like I'll come home from school and like I might get a couple things done, but
I don't know how people do things and run errands after a long day of work. No.
Oh my gosh. No. I know the other day I had to go to the dentist after school. And then after the dentist, I stopped by Michael's to actually get some vinyl for the Cricut project. And I didn't get home between those 2 things until like 7:30. And I was I was wrecked. And then by the time I like figured out like something to eat and like, I just was like, okay, I'm done.
You gotta be done. That's it. You have to say goodbye to the world for a little bit.
So when I was up at 4:30 that day this week, I just was like, okay, I'm getting stuff done.
That's great.
And by the time I left for work at probably like 7:30, I had done 2 loads of laundry, showered, like gotten ready for the day. I had like sent a couple emails. I booked a flight. I like cleaned up my kitchen. Like I did like 14 things. But in that, I started to have this like mental list of like, oh my gosh, this summer, because I don't have tons planned for this summer, which is a good thing.
Like travel wise.
Yeah, travel wise.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer, but it's also like a good thing. I went down this road of like, okay, I'm going to do this project. I'm going to do this project. And oh my gosh, this cabinet needs to be reorganized. And I don't like where my water bottles are kept because some of them are taller and I just need to take the shelves out of the cabinet and readjust them. And just like stuff like that, it's not like a huge project, but it takes some time, you know.
You have to dedicate time.
And like I can't randomly do that on a Wednesday morning when it occurs to me. So anyway, it was like all that kind of stuff. And like I've had these wooden flowers that I want to hang in my living room, like that I need to paint. And they've been sitting there to be painted for like ever, months and months and months. And so I just like started this running list in my head of all of these things I'm going to do this summer. And then I had the thought of like, I need to write these down, make a list, make a plan, like schedule it out so that I actually don't get to the end of the summer. I'm like, oh, I guess I did 2 things on my list of 400.
Okay.
But then when I like actually slowed down, like later in the day, I'm like, okay, then I couldn't remember.
No.
I mean, I remember a few of them, but I need to literally just like walk around my house with a pad of paper or like my phone out and just make myself a list of all of these things. Cause I want to have like a project a day this summer. And like, not that all the projects are going to be big, but like every day I want to do a little project.
Good for you. Then you know what else the next step would be?
What?
Like there's all this amazing, like I love project management applications and software and stuff.
Yeah.
You should then like go build out your little projects and like start breaking them down
into like little sub projects.
Well, like, or like the steps, everything you need, any kind of prep work, like just get it all written down and organized. But then imagine the joy when you like start checking them off.
I do love to check things off a list.
And then if you break them down into smaller steps, you can then schedule those out.
But some of them are just small things.
And just get it all done in one. Yeah.
I mean, just like organizing a cabinet doesn't need sub steps.
No, yeah, for those, yeah, obviously no.
Okay, but yeah, like becoming a master of my
list,
a master of my Cricut, that could have some sub steps.
Ooh, that's so exciting! That's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the most productive human ever,
and
this
organized. It sounds
very
like.
organized.
I can't wait to see your cabinet.
I know. I just need a place for my water bottles. That's what started it, and then I just spiraled. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Okay, so then I have to ask now, since you're not going to be traveling a lot, where are you on the I'm going to get a dog thing?
Oh, okay. Here's where I'm at. I was going to try to travel in June so that I could get a dog in July.
Okay.
That was originally my plan. Okay. But the more I thought about it, like, I don't want to travel in June.
Why?
I want to travel in July.
Okay. Why not June?
I mean, I don't mind traveling, but really I'm just going to go see my family this summer. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have any other like big trips planned. And so the idea of doing that early in the summer made me sad, because then I like don't have something to look forward to, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also know myself that like July gets long and hot in the desert, and it's just like I get like restless in July because then I'm also battling with that whole like I got to go back to work soon.
School's coming up.
And like, which is both like exciting and overwhelming. And it's like, oh, I mean, I do love my job, but I love vacation too.
Sure. Sure. So July's like that sweet spot where you're like, I got to get out.
Yeah. July is like I just need a little trippy trip to like get.
So then that cuts down like the amount of time you would have to train and get a new dog acclimated.
Right. And so, but the only reason that I wasn't going to travel in July was because I might get a dog. Uh-huh. But that might is still pretty big because I go back and forth. Mm-hmm. And so then I was getting stressed about how like this dog that I don't even have is already like dictating my summer. And I'm like, that's not the point. Like that whole idea is that if I'm ready to get a dog, or I want to get a dog, it's just going to be right.
Yeah.
And like I was already stressed about the dog that I don't have because it meant that I couldn't travel in July. I'm like, all of this is silly. So I booked a trip in July. So yes, I'm going to go see my family in July.
Okay. That's the trip.
So that's a really long answer to your question.
That's great. That was a great answer.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm getting a dog. Okay. But if I do, it'll be after I see my family in July.
There's still time.
Still plenty of time.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, I wonder if it's almost bad for a dog to like get used to you being home.
I have thought about that
suddenly
too.
You're gone, and
right? Like, hi dog, welcome to my home. I'm here all the time.
Let's hang out and play all day, every day.
And then
never mind.
Glad you got comfortable with that.
Going to your prison.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I'm going to be gone for chunks of the day.
Yeah, and please don't destroy anything because now I've upset your anxiety.
Yeah.
You can handle this. Yeah, no, it seems a little mean. So maybe, maybe it's best to not give yourself a lot of time.
Yeah.
Over your break with a new dog. Okay. It's going to be a little dog.
If I do get a dog, it'll be a little one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tell me, have you started looking?
No, not really. I mean, I have maybe a handful of times over the past like 5 months or so.
Okay.
Like looked on like small dog rescues, or something like online, just kind of done a little search, but I've never gotten serious.
Okay.
I'll just kind of like
you don't go to shelter
pictures.
websites or anything.
I mean, I have been to a few websites and I just kind of like scroll through the pictures. I'm like, look at all those cute dogs. Look at all those cute dogs. But I haven't like gotten attached to one or like looked real seriously.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting excited for you now.
Really? You are? Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Oh, that's cute.
We'll see. Okay. I do have a cul-de-sac confession.
What?
Jumping back to our conversations before about cul-de-sacs.
What about
And a question for you. So I lived on a cul-de-sac growing up. And the street I lived on, it actually had this like turnaround. It was almost like a built-in U-turn. Like, you know how like a roundabout is how you can just like go all the way around a roundabout to like essentially make a U-turn?
Yeah.
It was like that, but without any options to go any other way. So like you got to the end of the street and like it was like a forced turnaround.
Yeah.
And there's like a little like grass in the middle and you went back the other side of the street.
Okay. I can picture it. That's where you lived?
That's where I lived.
Okay,
I didn't
that was
live
your cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I lived like 2 houses.
So you had like a round median?
Yep, there was definitely a median.
Okay, I see.
And the turnaround part, we always called it the turnaround. Like it went down a hill and up a hill.
Oh.
So like you're like driving along and then you like go down a hill and turn around and back up the hill.
Oh, that's weird.
It was kind of weird and it was cool. And like it was fun place to ride your bike and stuff like that. But we were known in the town, it was a small town I grew up in, because that they always brought the driver's ed. Like if you took driver's ed through the school system, the driver's ed cars would come like to our turnaround on our street. And one of the tasks you had to do in driver's ed is you had to go around the turnaround and then they made you back around it.
Up? Like you had to go uphill backwards?
Uphill backwards. You had to like do the turn and go uphill backwards. And it was hard. But it happened very regularly.
Oh my god!
And so like my neighbor friends and I, like one of our like sources of joy is we would go and watch. Cruel.
Oh, that's kind of mean.
It is kind of mean.
I was expecting worse, but
no, we didn't like taunt them or anything. But like, no.
Actually, no. My first instinct was you were going to tell me you were out there cheering them on with signs because you're just that kind of encouraging.
We did clap for them if they did really well. We did.
Of course you did.
And we were never mean about it. But
watching them, that makes them nervous.
I know. Like it didn't really occur to me until like I was of that age where I'm like, oh my gosh, that would have made me nervous. But there was like a hill and we would just sit on the hill and we would watch them.
Like you enjoyed watching them stress and suffer?
I was kind of like, hey, are they going to do it? Are they going to hit the curb? Are they going to?
You're taking bets.
Yeah. We did.
That's hilarious.
We totally did. But we'd be like riding our bikes on the street and we'd see the driver's ed car and we would like we would like go down to the turnaround area
with your popcorn. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's cute. You're like a kid.
Totally.
I was like, teenager.
No, I was like 8,
No, were these kids, they were from your school?
Yeah, they were like from the high school. Like we took driver's ed through high school.
So you knew, okay.
I mean, I didn't really know them. They were,
they were
considerably older.
Older, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we did.
That is too funny.
Mm-hmm. And then I had to do it when I was in high school, but I knew, like, we practiced ahead of time because, like, I lived there.
Because you lived there, yeah.
So we need to do that.
That is too funny.
Do you remember learning how to drive?
You know, this came up at work not too long ago. I remember some of it.
Okay.
I remember I couldn't do it with my dad. I think he just did not have the patience with me, and I don't blame him. It's so stressful. So I think my mom was the one that taught me the most. You know, what's really funny about learning to drive from her, and I know she's going to hear this, but she was, you know, very strict about teaching me like all the right things. Don't speed, don't do this, don't do that. You could do this better as a driver, like constantly on me in the passenger seat. Right. Okay. But then like when I'm in the passenger seat and she's driving, what is she doing? Everything she just told me not to do. So I had to learn more from, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Yeah. But I think I'm a pretty good driver now.
You are a very good driver.
I'll tell you about when I got my first car, like with my money. So I fell in love with this little red car. I don't think, did we know each other when I had this red car? It was a little Ford Escort sports coupe.
No, I don't think so.
Like red, like a beautiful shade of red. And it was a 5-speed.
Okay.
And I thought it was just the coolest thing. And I felt so cool. The problem was at the dealership, I didn't know how to drive stick. My parents hadn't taught me. There was no need to teach me.
Wait, you bought a stick and you didn't know how?
And I didn't know. Yeah, I couldn't drive it off the lot. So I think, so here's what was really stressful. This must have been on a Saturday, and I had a church job. I was working full-time at a church in South Scottsdale, and I had Saturday Mass. And like, you know how it is at a dealership, you go through all this back and forth, rigmarole, and all this song and dance. So it was like, I'm running late, I'm up against this. So I think what happened was, because I couldn't drive, didn't know how to drive. So I think my mom drove the car off the lot.
Okay.
We like met maybe at the church or something, at some church. And then like I maybe had 5 minutes or 10 minutes with her, like just to learn the basics on how to drive a stick.
Goodness.
And then I was on my own.
That is so stressful to me.
It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Okay, no, it gets worse. So I go to Mass and I'm super excited to like get really good at driving stick. So I start driving. This is before smartphones and GPS and all this. So it's nighttime now. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just driving as much as I can, just trying to get used to stick shift like that. I must have ended up in Apache Junction. Like this was hours. I had no idea where I was. Oh, because I was just so focused on just driving.
Now you're lost in a stick shift. It's like
stick shift and you know, my biggest fear, of course, is what if I stall out in the middle of an intersection?
Of course,
traffic's coming out. It was exciting, exhilarating, but terrifying. But
wow, that's like a sink or swim kind of situation there.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, I got to do this. I got to master it, and I did.
And you did.
And I miss it. I really wish they still made. I think some cars still can come in.
They don't make them as much.
Not as much. I don't think so. People just don't like it, but the sportier ones do. Yeah. So someday I'm gonna go back to stick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
wow.
So that's how I learned.
I was stressed listening to that.
What about you? How
Holy
did
cow.
you
learn? My dad taught me, and I did take driver's ed. But my dad taught me. I do feel bad. My sister, obviously she's older than me, she learned first. And I'm not going to tell you about her experience to learn how to drive because that's her story and my dad's story to tell.
Right. Libby, you'll have to tell us this story.
I will say that I think there were some managed expectations by the time I was learning to drive.
Oh no.
Because I mean, like my dad, like he was like driving a tractor, you know, since like age 8 or whatever. And so I think he just like kind of thought people just knew how to drive inherently. And we didn't. And so, but I do remember a lot of practicing like in parking lots and then I took driver's ed through the school. In fact, our driver's ed teacher, I don't know if I've ever told you about him. He was like famous at this school. His name was Cardi Monahan. Rest in peace.
Sounds like a car name.
And he was awesome. He was like kind of funny, but he took his job very seriously. And he had these like all of these were 6 words, and they were like mottos for driving, like daily habits, I think is what he called them. And like because we took a class, like you got credit for in high school, and then there was the driving component, and each class there was like a different
word.
One.
Okay.
And they were all 6 words long. And then by the end of the class, we had this list of like 50 of them. And
you gotta say
I
some
will.
of them.
I will.
Okay,
I don't know if I can remember them all, but there's definitely some that I like repeat to myself. The very first one was always be careful with your life.
Mm.
And then others were like,
that's a good one. That's a good starting one.
It was a great
too.
starting one. And then it was like 3 and 9 are mighty fine.
Oh.
And then brake first, coast through, gas out, like when you're making a turn.
Okay.
And when you stop, see their tires. I mean, there were tons of them. And like it was instrumental in helping me learn. And I would say probably half of my town learned to drive from Cardi Monahan.
Okay.
And like they're actually in like my high school Facebook group and stuff. People, when he died, people were like quoting back, like, which of his, habits do you remember? And don't drive through rose-colored glasses. That was another one.
I don't get it.
Like rose-colored glasses are like when you see
the world, differently.
But you shouldn't drive like expecting to see everything wonderfully.
Like,
you like
expect terror and disaster.
Yeah, kind of like
turn.
I mean, yes, like be aware of all that.
Yep.
Something about leaf piles, like watch for kids in leaf piles, which is like, that's a big Midwest concern, because like people
in the street.
Yeah. People rake their leaves to the curb.
Oh.
And
people like to drive through them.
Mm-hmm. And like kids
can be
like, I mean,
no, that's a very good
It's a very good one. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of these. And so, yeah, he taught me how to drive.
So you didn't have to go through you and your parents kind of thing?
We did that too.
Okay.
We did that too. But I did a lot of my like driving lessons with him, and then I'd like practice with my parents.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the other thing I remember about driver's ed, and every once in a while I'll actually do this still, but I remember one of the driving lessons is he said, I want you to narrate out loud your entire thought process.
Oh my gosh.
And it was hard. But like what he wanted you to do was say like, okay, I see a pedestrian on the left. The light is turning yellow. Okay. There's a red car next to me. Straight line says, I'm crossing through the intersection. Speed limit is 25 miles. Like just to notice.
That's great.
Like check your mirror, check your other mirror.
Because I still do that, like as I'm driving, just constantly assessing every little detail constantly.
And that was the point he was trying to make, is that your mind should always be doing all of those things. And so yeah, every once in a while, I'll just kind of have a random like remembering of that, and I'll do it. I'll be like, okay, there's somebody on the left.
Mr. Monahan.
Yeah.
Is that what you call him? Because you knew his first name too. That was weird.
It was weird, I guess.
Did you guys call him by his first
no, we
name?
called him Mr. Monahan. But yeah, he was a good guy.
That's so cool. And so like he was that guy, like everybody, like generations of people.
Yes, everybody. I mean, he probably taught at that high school, I don't know, years and years, decades probably.
It's smart to like build a community of good drivers. You know it's going to be safe.
Totally.
You all learned from the same guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I failed my, I mean, back in the day when I was a kid, it was written like to get your permit. It was a written test. I failed it.
Did you?
The first time. Yeah. That's embarrassing.
I don't even remember. Like what was on it?
I don't know what your stay was like. It was basically all you had to do was go to the library, get the manual.
Okay.
That has like all of the rules, just like the regulations. You just have to memorize it.
Okay.
And that's all it was, just spitting it back out. Like, what does this sign mean? Or what's the speed limit in
Had you just like not prepared? I mean, because you're a good student.
I have no idea what I must not have prepared. I must have like maybe the 10 minutes before my parents said we're going to the DMV. Okay. I was like scanning through, thinking I'm more brilliant than I am. But yeah, they were not happy.
Oops. But you took it again, and
I did great. I think I only missed one question. You don't remember taking a written test?
I don't remember. I'm sure I did, but I just don't remember it.
And I think at least I remember when I was a kid, if you did do it like a school driver's ed, that kind of counted towards like you got your permit automatically or something. Like
that maybe sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you get your permit? Like when?
So I think 16 and a half was the age here.
Okay.
And like I said, I failed. So I think I was 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got my permit when I was 15 and a half.
Oh, wow.
And then I got my license sometime after I was turned 16.
Yeah. I know I got my license right away.
Okay. But I think in Iowa now, you can get your permit at like 14. It's like a school permit. So you really can only drive back and forth to school or school events.
I thought you were going to tell me so you could work on the farm.
Well, honestly, I do think that
do you need a license?
No, I don't think you need a license to like operate a tractor or something.
Okay.
If you're just on the field. I don't think so.
So kids can legally be driving them.
I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
Now that I'm actually talking about it, I don't know what's legal.
Okay, somebody will have to let us know.
Okay, but I do know kids in Iowa can get their permits at 14
to go to and from school.
Yeah, or school sanctioned events.
That's kind of smart.
It is kind of smart if they're mature, but I'm thinking like 14 seems really young though.
I guess they're counting on schools being really close too.
Yeah, I suppose
they don't have a long way to drive. Although I had to take the bus to high school.
Oh yeah, because you were far.
Yeah. I remember now that I'm, when I became an adult, it suddenly dawned on me why my parents were like always like encouraging me to get my license. It's like, well, then I have to drive my sisters around. Like, it's on me. It's like, oh, can I borrow the car? Like, yeah, but go also do this
while you're there too.
Oh, okay. I see.
I do remember getting excited to like run errands for my parents. Yeah. Like, sure, I'll go to the grocery store and go get some eggs.
To drive.
Like, just to drive.
Cool. It was so cool to drive.
And have that like independence of.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
And when you have your own car, oh my gosh, that was the best feeling.
Were you in high school when you got your own car?
No.
You were. No. Oh yeah, you just said you had a full-time.
Yeah, I was already out of the house in an apartment, got a car. I was in college. I got an apartment while I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's when
then I had to get a car. Yeah. I mean, my parents did co-sign, so it was also half their car.
But still.
But I was paying for it, yeah.
Yeah, I got a car when I was in college. I think like my junior year. And I was driving back to school, and I lived like 3 hours away from college. And it might not have been the first trip, but it was one of the first times I was driving back, and I hit a bird.
Oh no.
And like I knew what was happening. I knew it was a bird, but like it had made like a clunk kind of noise. And
gosh.
I pulled over, not like on the side of the road, but kind of like the next exit. I pulled over because I just needed to see. And there was a bird, and like feathers and blood and stuff, and guts. And like my front grate of my car. And I just remember like being so upset because like it was like my brand new car. And, I mean, it wasn't brand new, but it was new to me. And I just was very sad. And then I drove it back to school. I was actually working summer conferences. I remember it quite well. And I drove to the building that I was living in, and I was on staff at the building, and I went into the RA office, and I got like a first aid kit, and I put on these gloves.
Oh gosh.
And like I was like tearing these like bird parts out of it. It was so
no.
And I was crying because I just was like sad.
That's traumatic.
And then I remember thinking, I I'm tough. I can do anything. Like, I can do this. I can do this. Like giving myself a little pep talk.
Yep. Don't show them the tears.
Nope.
That's your motto.
That's actually never been my motto. I cry all the time.
I think you don't cry all the time. And when you do, you find your private time. Just kind of.
You're right. I
let loose.
I cry when it's safe to cry.
Yeah. No, you're still very guarded.
Although I do cry, I can't control like the sentimental tears. Those I can't
like when
help
suddenly
it.
you see something, you're
like I'm touched by something or something really sweet happens. Those tears I have no control over.
Those are beautiful tears. Even the sad ones are beautiful.
Oh.
All of our emotions, they're all gifts from God.
They are. You know what? They
just
are.
Gotta accept them all, embrace them all.
They are. Thank you for saying that.
Yes,
I sometimes forget. I sometimes forget.
I'm telling myself too.
Yeah.
Although I haven't cried in a while. Maybe it's time for me.
Maybe
today.
Maybe you need a good cry. I feel like I always feel better after a good cry.
It's good. It's good, like a shower.
Oh, a good shower.
Like a brain shower.
Yeah, or crying in bed. I do like a good, just like lay down on my pillow, just cry it out for a few minutes, and then
go to sleep. Yeah,
it's like a good release.
Oh
my goodness.
Enough
okay.
of cars and crying.
No, okay. We have to say one more thing about crying.
Oh yeah. What?
Because the next.
Oh shoot.
The next thing we're gonna watch.
What?
Is it's a movie. Okay, it's a movie I've seen a long time ago, but I kind of don't even remember what it's about. But it is known as kind of a crying movie. Oh, so I'm sorry I'm doing this to you, but I'm doing this to you.
What is it?
Steel Magnolias.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen it?
Probably as a small child. Maybe my mom made me watch it on a Saturday afternoon on TV. I don't know. That kind of thing, but I have no memory.
And I know I've seen it. I think I've even seen it multiple times, but I can't.
I've heard of it.
I can't even really remember what it's about. So it'll be like a good rewatch for me too.
Okay.
But from what I remember and what like my impression of the movie is, you might cry.
Doesn't somebody die or something?
Maybe
I hate it when people die.
I will cry. Let's say that. I don't know if you'll cry, but I'm sure.
No, of course I'm going to cry. Okay. No, Steel
Magnolias.
Magnolias.
Magnolias. I think it's plural.
Do you know what platform it's on?
I don't.
I
was going to look it up. Okay. I don't know.
All right. Steel Magnolias. Okay. And have the tissues ready.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to watch next. If you want to watch along with us.
Sounds good.
Be prepared.
I'm ready. I'll be ready.
Excellent.
That just means depending on how much I cry is how rough the next one you have to watch is going to be.
Is that how we're playing with it?
That's how we're measuring.
Well, I did watch Shutter Island, so that was traumatic for me. I survived.
Okay, let's see if I can step it up. No, I'm just kidding.
No, just kidding.
Okay, anyway, so back to this one, Nate Bargatze.
Okay, yes. Okay.
I don't know how I came across him. You said I'm probably the one that introduced him to you. Think so. And messed up your algorithm. Okay.
In a good way.
I am because I've been into comedians, and another one of my favorite clean ones is Jim Gaffigan. So that's another one to look up. I think
that name is familiar.
I'm sure you know his jokes. He does this like character voice, Hot Pocket. He's a Hot Pocket comedian. Okay.
No,
anyway,
that's not familiar, but
okay. So somehow the algorithms led me to this Nate Bargatze guy, and he's just amazing.
He's funny.
So good. So any final thoughts on this? On the experience?
I'm so glad I watched it.
Did I tell you my coworker was there?
No, at that taping?
Yeah.
No.
In fact, I remember we talked about it, and then I texted him today to confirm it. Yeah, he was at the taping of the special here in Phoenix.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Yeah, he said he really enjoyed the show. He loves how clean and how talented Nate Bargatze is. Yeah. Did
you look for him in the audience? Although they kind of blurred the audience, like you couldn't really see.
I joked that I would, but it's impossible to see.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, my final thoughts, I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Honestly,
Good.
It's been a little bit of a stressful week, kind of a long, hard week. Nothing major, but just, one of those weeks. I really was looking forward to watching this last night because I just knew that it was going to be light and funny and kind of just the like little bit of a reward and joy than I was looking forward to at the end of the week.
Good.
And that's exactly what it was. Like I was excited to watch it, and it did not disappoint at all. Loved it.
Yay. Good.
Yeah.
I have a question for you though.
Oh, okay.
Do you laugh out loud? And this is actually a question for everybody. Like actually take a moment and consider like how often and how like outwardly do you laugh out loud? Like how much do you do it?
Like when I was watching this,
yeah,
or
when
just
you're
in
watching
general?
this and in general.
I did laugh out loud a couple of times. It wasn't like a super like loud, long laugh, but I did kind of like chuckle out loud.
Okay. But was it like one of those things where like inside you're like very tickled and thought it was very humorous, but you just didn't have the drive to like do it a lot outside, or were you just like, oh, that's kind of funny, and you chuckled like?
Oh no, it was like inwardly, I was like, oh, like laughing inwardly a lot. Like it was funny, and it was several jokes like in a row where I'd be like, oh my gosh, and where I just, if I had been surrounded like by people if I'd been there in the audience, I would have for sure been laughing out loud.
Why is that? This is my point. Like, why are we?
Yeah, why do we not do that? Like if we're watching in our living room kind of thing.
Isn't that funny?
It is funny, but
like we stifle ourselves, or.
But there were a couple times it was like so funny that it did like my inward little ha 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 kind of like spilled out.
Started to come out. Yeah. But we don't allow ourselves to just do that fully. Or do we overdo it when we're with other people? Or is there just more humor and joy? I'm not actually these are rhetorical, but these are just weird things I think about.
I laugh out loud a lot when I'm with other people.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's normal. Like
I don't know.
Why don't we do it ourselves?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
But you chuckled. You had some good chuckles.
Yes.
But you enjoyed the show.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
And you, so what'd you think?
Yeah, obviously I loved it. Great show. I've watched it multiple times. And he's the kind of guy, like I said, if I'm at work or just doing stuff, I just need background noise. I'll just go on YouTube, put on some of his compilations, and just kind of chill out to the sound of his voice. He has this really soothing voice, his southern accent.
He does.
It's very charming, very relaxing. So
excellent.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm
highly
glad you
recommend.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Nate Bargatze. Thanks for the laughs, man.
Your friend, Nate Bargatze. I would like to be his friend.
Yeah, I feel like we are, in a way, his friend.
Yeah.
Because we're fans.
We are fans.
All right, so next time we'll be back, Steel Magnolias.
Yes.
In the meantime, go ahead and, if you can, leave us some comments, follow us, subscribe.
All that good stuff. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.